Hello everyone. Professor Veena Kirgi from Dhole Patil Engineering College is here. Today we will discuss the fifth unit, that is intrusion and firewalls. In this we will study firewalls. In this topic we will cover introduction, characteristics, architecture and types of firewalls. Now the first point, that is firewall introduction. Effective means of protection to a local system or network of systems from network-based security threats while affording access to the outside world via WANs or the internet. That means firewall is called as a barrier placed between inside and outside network to protect organization from inside as well as outside hackers. It also filters all traffic between intranet and extranet which passes through it. The main purpose of the firewall is to keep attackers outside the protected environment. Now the firewall design principles. Information systems undergo a steady evolution from small LANs to internet connectivity. But strong security features for all workstations and servers are not yet established properly. For this reason, to ensure security, the firewall is inserted between the premises network and the internet. So the aims of this firewall are: it should establish a controlled link. Next, it should protect the premises network from internet based attacks. Next, third one is it should provide a single choke point. Now we will move on to the firewall characteristics. Now first we will discuss about design goals. What should be the goals of designing it? All traffic from inside to outside must pass through the firewall. This is first goal. That means physically blocking all access to the local network except via the firewall. Second one is only authorized traffic will be allowed to pass. Authorized traffic, that is defined by the security person, that should be allowed. Next, third goal is firewall itself is immune to penetration. Means use of trusted system with a secure operating system. This is third goal. Here different techniques are used to control access to ensure security. So there are four general techniques. First one, service control. Second, direction control. Third, user control. And fourth one is behavior control. First one is service control. The policy helps to determine which type of internet services that can be accessed inbound and outbound. Firewall can filter traffic on the basis of IP address and TCP port number. It also acts as proxy server that receives and interprets each service request before passing it on. Second one is direction control. This direction control determines the direction in which particular service requests are allowed to flow through the firewall. Next, third one is user control. This technique is used to control access to a service according to which user is attempting to access it. Next, fourth one is behavior control. This controls how particular services are used. For example, the firewall may filter email to eliminate spam. Now we will move on to firewall architecture and types. All network traffic passes through firewalls, and a firewall is always kept isolated. Generally, it is implemented on a separate computer through which intranet and extranets are connected. So, following are the common architectural implements of firewalls. First one is packet filtering gateways or screening routers. Second is stateful inspection firewalls. Third one is application level gateways, or it is also known as application proxies. Next, fourth is guards. Fifth, personal firewalls. Next, sixth one is circuit level gateways. First one is packet filtering router or packet filtering gateway. It is the most simple and easy to implement firewall. And here packet filtering is done on the basis of packets source or destination address, or it is also based on some protocol type like HTTP or HTTPS. Here it applies a set of rules to each incoming IP packet and then forwards or discards the packet. Here the packets are going in both directions. The packet filter is typically set up as a list of rules based on the matches to fields in the IP or TCP header. Here the default policies are discard or forward. Next, advantages of packet filtering gateway are its simplicity, transparency to users, and high speed. Disadvantages are difficulty to setting up packet filter rules, lack of authentication. Next, possible attacks are IP address spoofing, source routing attacks, and tiny fragment attacks. Next, second one is the stateful inspection firewall. This is an extension to packet filtering gateway. Packet filtering is done one packet at a time. So, sometimes the attacker can split the script into different packets. He thinks that the complete script of attack cannot be identified by packet filtering firewall if he splits the script. To avoid this, stateful inspection firewalls keeps record of states of the packets from one packet to another. Thus, the sequence of packets and conditions within the packets can be identified easily. Next, third one is application level gateway. This is the diagram, and here application level gateway includes Telnet, FTP, SMTP, and HTTP. Application level gateway, also called as proxy server, it acts as a relay of application level traffic. So advantages are higher security than packet filters, only need to scrutinize a few allowable applications, easy to log and audit all incoming traffic. But disadvantages are additional processing overhead to each connection. Next, fourth one is guard. It is a complex firewall but works similar to application proxy firewall. Only difference is that guard can decide what to do on behalf of the user by using available knowledge such as outside users identity, previous interactions, blocked list, etc. Next, fifth is personal firewalls. For a person to keep separate firewall on a separate machine is quite difficult and costly. So, personal users need a firewall capability with lower cost. If an application program which can have capabilities of a firewall can act as personal firewall, it's better. It can screen incoming and outgoing traffic on a single host. For example, Symantec, McAfee, Zone Alarm are the personal firewalls. Personal firewalls can be combined with antivirus systems. Next, sixth is circuit level gateway. This is the diagram, circuit level gateway. Here it is maintained at the circuit level, hardware level. So this is standalone system, or it is specialized function performed by an application level gateway. Specialized function in case means TCP connections are set. So gateway typically relays TCP segments from one connection to another without examining the contents. So security function consists of determining which connections will be allowed. Typically use is a situation in which the system administrator trusts the internal users. Means here TCP connection is given without any checking. So this is a typical model of application level gateway. Thank you.